Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Jessie and this is the Knit Up and Dye podcast, episode 75, Exciting Developments. As always, I'm going to start with my thank yous. I have a big long list. Special thank you goes out to all of my subscribers, new and ongoing. I love you guys. What you see here is all about you, and I'm always looking for feedback as to what you'd like to see discussed, demonstrated, or otherwise. I will do everything I can to incorporate your wishes and answer your questions. Hello and welcome go out to Rick and Chelsea. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for adding me to your lives. Special love and thanks go out to Wendy, Catherine, I'm so sorry, Cindy, Rosalie, Teresa L, Sylvie, Chris FF, Leanne, Tiffany, Joy, Susan, Wheezy, Adriana, Lemore, Wayne, Sonia, Patricia, Lisa Lette, Cappy, Kath, Bente, Christy, Neetsy, Charlotte, Chris, Roseanne, Linda, Marie, Eve, Faye, David, Donna, Betty Ann, Scott and John, Carolyn and Kate, Terry, Bex, Nancy, and Rachel. I love you guys. Warm hello and thank you go out to all of my patrons. You honor me. Thank you for your patronage, for your donations, for your support. And a special thank you goes out to my test knitters. You guys are my inspiration and my safety net, and I appreciate every stitch that you do for me. Please feel free to get a hold of me with questions, comments, suggestions, and problems. If you're stuck, let me know. All right, so exciting developments. What's going on? Plans are being made, much plotting is afoot, and some cool things are coming together. And I'm really excited about what the next 6 months is going to include. Just really cool knitty things are going to happen. Some great community mixers are going to happen. And it's all coming up roses, so let's see what happens. Please, if you're interested, contact me. Let's see what we can do together. Knitting. This is a knitting podcast. I've been working. I've been working. Not on the things I'm supposed to. I'm a knitter. I shiny, squishy, soft, pretty. I'm gonna chase that. I got my first Squircle sock completely done. This one I'm doing right side out. And again, I just love this heel. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen all kinds of pictures of this. If you joined me for the live last week, you saw this too. And you saw me start the second one. I love this technique. It's just really cool. But I'm a little bit OCD, and I really like my striped socks to match. And so I've managed to make that happen. I'm very excited. I am down onto the heel flap on the second one, and it is all matching up exactly. Look, I even had the heel stripes matching. Yes. If I'm off by about, let's see, let me hold this so that they're kind of even. If I'm off by about 2 stitches, I think. It's really cool. I'm that obsessed with making sure my striped socks match. And if you're one of those people that really likes to have a match and it kind of makes you bonkers when they don't, mark where you start. Make a note of where you start, where you tie your slip knot in the repeat, and make sure you tie your slip knot right at a color change and note what colors changed, and you can repeat them exactly. Yes, I'm that obsessed. So I'm about 40% through sock number 2. As soon as I Kitchener the toe of one and weave in the ends, I immediately cast on the second one. I fear second sock syndrome. I've never actually had it, but I want to make sure I never actually do have it. So cast that second one right on as soon as you get there. That is the Squircle sock pattern by General Hogbuffer. It's available for free on Ravelry. I highly recommend it. It's fun, it's easy, it's a highly adaptable pattern. All the notes are right there for whatever stitch count you want to work with, how to convert it, and just has a really neat look and technique to it. Highly recommend that one. I've also been working on my sweater. Not a lot of progress. I really thought I was just going to knock sleeves out and haven't really. But I actually am on the first sleeve and I have made decent progress. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got like 2 more decreases to go, and then I go into the lace on the sleeve. So pretty, so happy with this. This is the Venetian Dream Sweater by Josee Paquin. It is a pay-to-play. It is available on Ravelry. And I'm doing it in some yarn that I bought on my trip to Maine to visit my mom. And I just love the colors. It reminds me of the beaches and just the green grasses and the flowers, the wildflowers and the sand and the light blue sky. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It has a little lace detail at the bottom, on the front and the back. It has a split hem. It has a split neck so that it comes round and then goes into a V at the bottom. It is knit in the round. It is top down seamless. Love that. And it is adaptable. I do have a slightly deeper armhole depth than the patterns are usually written for, and easy mod. Real easy to just add a couple extra rounds in there without changing the stitch count to get the depth that I need before I split off for the sleeves. Love this. Why I don't dedicate more time to knitting it? Because I don't have any. No, I put in time where I can. And this one has been getting some love. Not as much as I want to give it, but it's getting love. So I've made some progress with my knitting. I have not made any progress with my design work. Those are the only projects that I've worked on this week. Yeah, I'm working on like 12 other projects in my head. Specifically the 3-color farmhouse shawl. The farmhouse shawl, the 2-color one, is out to all of my testers. I have all but 1 person cast on right now, and that was just a delay in getting stuff shipped out to her. And I'm so excited. We should start seeing some pictures soon. There is a thread for the test knitters over in the group, and with a little luck they'll share some of their progress with us and the yarns that they're using. I hope everything's good with this pattern. Certainly if it's not, let me know so that we can make everybody's experience better. But that's out there, and I do need to get to work on that 3-color one. I really need to sit down with my colored pencils, and I need to graph out the rows and insert where I want that other color to go and do the math on it. It's coming, I promise. So we are having a design along, and that's why I'm doing my shawl. You are welcome to drop into the design along at any point. There was no dedicated start time. There is a finish line. Our finish line is September 1st. That's when the design along closes. It is open to knit and crochet, whatever you want to do, so long as the project is a project of your own design. Modifications, I always want to say moderations. Modifications of existing patterns must be significant. Make it your own. Put your own spin on it. Designs do take time, but if you design a new washcloth, that's still a design, and I'm happy with that. Your entry is merely a picture of the finished object. It does not have to be a published pattern. So pop on over. We do have a finished object thread specifically for the entries, but we also have a chatter and questions in progress thread. Interact with the designers, ask questions, post your own work right there. Very excited about this. It's coming up. I need to get to work on that if I'm going to finish that knitting. Plans. This is where it gets exciting, and I am really thrilled with how things are starting to fall together, how things are starting to line up. We are going to do a knit together community mixer. This is going to kick off in August. I need to start dying for that. I will be setting up a registration very soon, and of course I will let you all know. We will be doing the fingering weight this round. I think next round we're going to do mixed weights, but this time, just to kick it off and see how this is going to work for everyone, we're just going to do fingering weights. What is this? If you're new to the podcast, I've been talking about this for months. We're going to do a community mixer, a Knit Pals. I'm going to create 2 skeins in a variety of different colorways, and I'm going to set them up so that you can go in and purchase whichever skein speaks to you. Whoever purchases the other skein of that pair we're going to trade contact information so that you two already have something in common and you meet somebody new. You can interact with them by whatever means of communication you want, but you'll get to meet some other knitters and kind of build your own personal community. This is for some of us that don't have knit groups. This is for people who just don't have a knit community and want a virtual community, or if you simply want to meet somebody new. Everyone is welcome to join. Your cost will simply be the cost of a skein of yarn, and that will buy you a new friend, as well as a pretty color. September, yes! September 20th through 23rd, I will be at Unwound Artisan Yarn Shop in La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's official. Mark your calendars with pen. I am so excited. This will be my second trip up to Unwound, and the lovely ladies up there, Carolyn, Kate, and Terry. I can't wait to see you guys again. We're still working on the itinerary. However, my flight into Minneapolis is booked, my car is reserved, and my hotel room is booked, and I have all the butterflies of anticipation and excitement, and we're plotting and planning and seeing what we can do. Very much expect to do the Meet Miss Monkey brunch again, where you get to come sit, have brunch with me, talk, chat in a really casual environment while enjoying some good food, and get to know each other and learn each other's styles and interact and build new things. We are planning a sock blank dyeing class. If you would love to learn how to dye a sock blank, you're going to come to class and you're going to make your own blank. And yeah, it's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. Last year we had kind of a meet and greet Q&A session where we all just sat around the shop, did some knitting, and you get to pick my brain. Very much like our live episodes. Again, I'm looking forward to that. That's always fun. And of course the trunk show, and I'm really excited about dyeing up a whole bunch of exclusive colorways to take up to the shop for that event. So if you are within range of the shop, please put it on your calendar. Come meet me. I would love to see you guys. I would love to meet you guys and interact with you. So I lobbed out there, I think last episode, pardon me, an idea that I had about doing an ornament exchange this holiday season. We're gonna do it. I'm very excited. The response was wonderful, and I am so thrilled by the people that have come forward and they're like, yep, I want to do this, and I'm going to do excess ornaments, and yeah. So this is a go. This is a big go, and I am very, very excited about it. Pop on over to my blog. It is at www.dyemonkeyyarns.com. Links for everything will be at the bottom down in the show notes, just below our little YouTube video here. So pop on over there, click on Ornament Exchange to register. Register is a $7 participation fee. That fee is going to cover the return shipping to you. It's going to cover packaging to get everything out to you, as well as some extras. Very excited about this. So check out the thread on Ravelry. I have put a thread there as well, and I've built a bundle. What is a bundle? A bundle is a collection of patterns with a general theme or idea. The bundle is right there, and I have put in all kinds of free ornament patterns. I have knit crochet. I think there's even a needle felt or a felting project in there. I've picked out like 20 patterns that I want to make. I don't know when I think I'm going to make all these ornaments, but I'm going to make ornaments. So what is this? What is this really all about? What is your commitment? Your commitment is $7. Your commitment is you're going to make 6 ornaments, and you're going to put little tags on them saying just Merry Christmas from Jessie. And if you wish, entirely up to you, share your Instagram name or your Ravelry name or an email address. I'm going to receive your 6 ornaments, and I'm going to spread them out to 6 other people. 6 people. So everybody's going to get back an assortment of ornaments from 6 other people. Great community mixer. It's going to be like a Christmas card exchange, but you don't know who you're going to get. Great fun. Their thread, like I said, over on Ravelry has more details as well. And you're welcome to share pictures, teaser photos of your creations. Nobody knows what they're going to receive, but they can certainly sit there and wish and look at them and maybe be inspired by your work as well. I can't wait. I'm so excited, obviously. YouTube Live. I'm going to keep doing these. I really like them. We had one this just past Wednesday. This week has been full. The next one coming up will be July 28th. That is not next weekend, that is the weekend after, and that will be in lieu of a regular episode. We're going to sit down at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is GMT 4 p.m., BST 5 p.m., CEST 6 p.m., Eastern Standard noon, Central Time 11 a.m., and Pacific 8 a.m. I hope you can all join. Again, I know this isn't helping anybody down under. I am trying to sort out a schedule to get a down under ready kind of time slot for you. I love the live groups. Not only do you get to interact with each other, but you get to interact directly with me, and you can ask me anything about designs, dyeing, yarns, you name it. I will always do my best to answer you. Whether or not I have a solid, good, educated answer, I don't know, but I'll tell you if I don't know. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy them. The last one that we did was about 45 minutes. The one previous to that was it was over 2 hours. It was over 2 hours. We just had so much fun sitting and chatting and discussing so many different topics. They are alive for replay. You're welcome to go over to YouTube, and the beauty of the replay is you get to see everybody's comments as well. Please understand it is a safe environment. If anyone were to come in and behave in a trolly sort of manner, they will be dismissed. And not only will they be dismissed, but they'll be barred. We have not had any incidents of that. To my knowledge, everyone in my knit up and dye community has been very well behaved, very polite, and really takes care and look out for each other. And I expect that to continue. But I want to encourage anyone who's a little bit shy about the whole process to come and enjoy and feel confident and safe in that. You will not be exposed if I can help it. Absolutely not. So many exciting things. I can't wait. I am starting to dye up pairs of colors for the exchange. That's going to be fun. And I need to sit down and start doing some ornaments. It's going to be so hard to choose. There's so many beautiful patterns. And of course, I'm starting to dye for my trunk show. So the next weekend is going to be a crazy mad dye weekend. I'm going to start plugging all kinds of things together, including the next exclusive colorway for the Patreon prizes that go out. So what is Patreon? If you're new to the group, Patreon is a way to support me and my artwork. I have a link here for you. Please check it out. I did have a couple questions this past week about my Patreon program and what the commitment to that is. The commitment can be as little as $1, and it can be a one-time commitment. You do not have to feel obligated to be a month-to-month subscriber. You can drop in for 1 month and drop back out. Many of the levels are drawing levels. So you are one of X number of people that's randomly drawn for the prize. A couple of the levels are straight up, you get something every month. Where does that money go? That money goes into new sound so that you guys can hear me, better lighting so that you guys can see me, and back into prizes that go back out to you guys. It's really about enhancing this program, this process, as well as future developments. And future developments will be full-length classes available exclusively through the Patreon platform. I've been talking about it for months. We get a little bit closer to goal every month, and I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to do that. I got a lot of plans, a lot of notebooks full of stuff, and I'm so excited right now about the direction that everything is going in, because we have some solid events coming up. And I've got prizes coming in for the design along that are stacking up over there. beautiful yarns, beautiful stitch markers. I have some really gorgeous project bags that came in. So excited, and I'm gonna start pulling those together and showing you guys. Here's the prize, here's what you're aiming for. We're gonna do some giveaways in the very near future. I think I've got an Instagram giveaway coming up, and of course new designs. This has been really good for me and really healthy in promoting and pushing me to work on my design work. I love when I'm designing. I love creating new designs and getting them out to you guys. It's a fun process. There's lots of math and it keeps my brain active, and it's a beautiful process. I love creating something that others look at and go, oh, I want that. I want to wear that. Never mind that I get to wear my samples, and I love that as well. And it's just healthy for me to keep on a regular track doing these things. I would love to see what you're working on. Please pop over to the Ravelry group. We do have a show it off thread. It's a little quiet. I'll bump it up there so you guys can see it again without having to open the full page. But I would love to see what projects you're working on. And certainly if you post a project on Ravelry, click the share to group button. It's over on the right hand side of the screen, and select my group and share it with us so that we can see what you're doing. I think that is about it for today. We have some beautiful weather. It rained cats and dogs yesterday. It's so silly. We live in the desert, and we're very comfortable with the idea that we have like 340 days of sun. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But when it does rain, deluge, flooding, it's mad. We got, the warnings yesterday were that it was raining approximately 2 inches per hour. That's a lot of rain, really, really fast. Our ground is so dry, so hard that when it rains like that, it all just sits on top and it floods, and it has to get to storm drains, it has to get to arroyos before we're not floating away. And yesterday it was a nice day all morning. I got all kinds of chores done. I got the ornament exchange all set up with all the details online for you guys. And we have a coffee maker. I think I talked to you about the appliance apocalypse. I replaced a coffee maker that died. Not real happy with that coffee maker. Not happy with that coffee maker. So much so that I'm like, I'm done with it, we're gonna replace it. So yesterday afternoon, just as the weather was starting to look like maybe we could get some rain, I said to my husband, yeah, do you wanna go? We got some chores we need to do. He's like, yeah, sure. So we run on up to the Target, and we're looking at coffee makers, and it starts to rain. And it doesn't just start to rain, it starts to hammer on the roof so loud that we're having to raise our voices to talk to each other in the Target. And that was actually very good for their business, because we wandered around and bought, I don't know, 6 other things. I bought new thank you cards for Patreon, and because I love to handwrite notes to you guys every month thanking you when I send out my prizes. And some new plates had to come home, and a couple other foolish knickknacks because we wandered around. And then when we get to the register, we looked for like the longest line possible because it was still just hammering down outside. And we were the most patient line standers ever. And then we get to the door and we're like, oh, okay, it's only raining like, I don't know, half an inch an hour right now, no big deal. Ran out, got in the car, drove home, pulled into the driveway, and it stopped. The only time it rained was when we went out to do chores. It was foolish. But we did buy a new coffee maker. We were wrestling with a problem that we seem to be having. My husband's theory is that we have some bad coffee filters, that the coffee filters are not draining properly. What are the chances you get a bad batch of coffee filter? I don't know. So what's happening is it's not draining through the coffee grounds. It's going in and it's flooding it. And the coffee grounds are going up over the filter. I chewed my coffee this morning. I look like I've been eating Oreos. It's coffee ground. So sad. I didn't brush my teeth. I believe it. But even the new coffee maker, this is happening. So it's either that we have the wrong grind for our coffee, or we have the coffee filters are not appropriate and they're the right depth. We've double checked all that. The coffee maker is functioning properly. The first coffee maker, yeah, we're not happy with it. The carafe has got a weird lip on it, so you can never get the carafe empty. You always lose about a half a cup of coffee. The new one, we like the model much better. We like the overall design much better. We're happy. It's now if we could just have coffee, we didn't have to crunch through. So our next step is we're going to open a fresh packet of filters and try again, but I might be a little excitable this morning, and it's just my body processing hard grounds. So stupid. Oh, that's life, and it's exciting, and I love the dips and turns and how things change and evolve and develop. That's everything I have for you guys. I can't wait to see you next week. I hope to have some fun developments for you then. If you're excited about the Ornament Exchange, please pop over. Registration is going to be open through, let me check my notes. Let me check, I have notes. Let's see. Registration is open through September 1st, and you get to use any crafting style you want. Make the ornaments in your preferred craft as long as it's fiber related. I'm happy. We are going to ship them all to me by November 3rd. My address will be provided to you after registration, and then by, I believe I have it, November 26th, I'll be shipping everything out to you again, hopefully in time for you to put up your holiday tree and add these wonders to it. That's everything. Go check the page for details. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.